Hi, it's Mika. This is a special video that wasn't sponsored by Makita, but we might use this because in this video we're going to do a comparison between Tubeman Plus and Deluxe 40. Tubeman Plus is from very early 90s. I think it's from 1990 or 1991. Deluxe 40 is about 5 years old, I think. We'll have a listen if there's a huge sound difference between these. This is of course just a preamp, while this is a full tube amp with a power amp and everything. I've had this Tubeman Plus now for around 2 months. I've been experimenting with it and it's a great thing. So soon we'll get to compare these two. But before we do that, there's been one thing that has been bugging me with this rack. It comes with a foot switch. By using this preamp together with my pedal board is kind of a hassle to have a separate pedal to switch the channels. So the Hughes Kettner people were very kind and sent me this MSM-1 Midi switching module, which you can install to this rack unit and you get a full MIDI control. Well, that is supposed to happen. This is also probably like 30 years old. So let's see if this everything works. So let's get the Makita. Let's get started. This is the MIDI module. This is probably not important. I've lost the manual, it seems. To install MIDI module, disconnect AC power cord. I want to open the whole cover to see how it looks inside. 5, 6, 7. It's been a while since I did just about anything with MIDI, but I set the channel of the Tubeman Plus to 2, and then with each patch I have a MIDI command and set it to channel 2, and program code 1 sets the preamp to the clean channel, and program number 2 sets the crunch channel. Program number 3 sets the lead channel. There's also an alternative voicing for lead channel that can be triggered with the program code 5. But it's pretty simple, and all I need to do is just set the right channel to match my my patches. So here I like to have 2 cleans, one with reverb and one with delay, and then 2 crunch channels, and then 1 lead channel. And that's it. One of the things that you might wonder, how can a preamp, just a preamp, sound so full and rich? Well, the secret here is that I'm using the Two Notes C.A.B M, and this has a power amp simulation. So I have that on, and that creates a really the sound and feeling of very loud amplifier, especially with the lead channel. this Two Note C.A.B M was a game changer for me, really. But I need to do a separate video how I set this, because it's worth it. But now let's do a little comparison between the Tubeman Plus and the Deluxe 40. Obviously both sound great, and it's really a matter of how you set these amplifiers as well. Right now the signal here goes to a power amp, and it goes to another simulated power amp, so that's a double power amp, and that does something. And this one only has the preamp and then goes to the simulated power amp. And how you set the gain and everything. Both of these have the classic Hughes and Kettner sound that I really love. One of the coolest things that I love with this preamp is that this has a separate control for presence, which this doesn't have. And one funny thing with this is there's one gain setting for both clean and grunge channels. You have a separate volume setting, but the gain is shared. So if you want less gain with clean, you will end up having less gain with grunge. It's an interesting thing, but I think I can live with that, because with clean sound I always use a compressor anyway, so I can use the level of the compressor to adjust the amount of gain if I need to do that. But incredibly, it seems to be working really well with the same gain setting for both channels. With lead channel you have a separate lead gain as well as the volume. There are two reasons why I like having this rack. First of all, I'm lazy. I take this to band rehearsals, so and gigs. So when I come back here, it's less hooking up things back and forth, and also having two of these available, I get a little bit different sounds. Although you can get very similar tones out of both of these, it's still there are great tools that kind of complement each other. A lot of fun, and that's was it 25 years of difference in time? So there's a piece of history there. It's cool to hear these together like this. Thank you for watching, and humble thank you to all at Hughes Kettner for making the greatest amps and the helping me to deliver that mountain-like tone. Special thanks to Rich for making sure the MIDI module comes my way, and special thanks to Thomas Bluk for giving me a tip about this Tubeman preamp at 42 Gear Street. And yeah, if you like what you heard, please check out my music from Spotify, iTunes, everywhere. Mr. Fastfinger, Mika, and subscribe. More cool videos coming up. See you soon. Wax on.